Today on the bench I have my wife's little Nikon Coolpix. It's the S01. It's always been a cute little camera, but it's always had some issues not keeping the battery charged well. Like the battery capacity just wasn't that great, even brand new. And we didn't get a whole lot of use out of it, and the memory, I believe it came corrupt because it won't even format. On a trip we had, all those images actually was unreadable. So ever since then, it just hadn't been a camera we could use at all. So while I got time, I just thought I'd take it apart and see, is there anything that we could service in it? Is the memory on board, or is it an actual SD card or something of that nature? And just see if it is by chance a memory chip. Is it a solder connection that looks bad, or anything obvious? So we'll just get into it and see what we can find. We got a screw here, and up under this AV out door, and also the charge connector. We see a screw here as well. It is actually a metal case, so I don't want to scratch it or bend it. Just cut it on. There's 2 clips there. Yeah, there's a clip. Another screw here to take out too. Got that screw out as well. So there was 3 external and 1 internal screw. We had a clip at the bottom in 2 places. On the side, corner, the top 2 corners. So there's our lithium-ion battery pack. With that screw out, now we can slide the whole case can come out completely. That was just Mylar tape or Kapton tape, but well, while we're here, we probably should mention the batteries out of this thing. We can actually take this top push button assembly off. It's like a little top cover that goes over the flash. Now if we take this off, even though that's just tape, we do see this high voltage capacitor is showing here. The terminals are exposed. So we go to DC volts. So I can set this up easy. You still see we have almost 300 volts, almost 300 DC volts on that capacitor, so it would hurt. So keep that in mind if you do take a camera apart, that the flash is actually very high voltage. especially come from a little lithium-ion battery pack, but that is its whole purpose, is to build that voltage up for that flash. So we'll put this back on, keep that covered. And the reason there's no bleed resistor across that capacitor is because it does take so much off the battery that once it charges that up, it does want to hold it. It's typically not something you can get a hold to. So keep that in mind, that it don't have a bleed resistor for that reason and that purpose. Now we look right here. That's actually one of those little micro SD slots. You really can't see it too well. It's covered up by the battery, where the battery holder is. But if we push that in, it kind of popped out. Got to help it just a little. But there's the 8 gig. I think it says 8. I actually couldn't remember what this camera was. I think it says on the package. But that is a 8 gigabyte micro SD card. So if I put the battery back in, cut it on. Well, it looks like it's gonna work now. I did charge the battery up before I took it apart, so in the video I could show it coming on. But that's the first time I've been able to take a picture with this camera in probably over a year. I do notice if we go and look at the picture, 1 of 1, let's go back to shooting. It says 17 left. Usually it says like 3,000, so. But what it's been doing for the last year or so, and it actually wouldn't let me format the memory or anything, so apparently the problem is just in this 8 gigabyte card. So I'm gonna power it off. I'm just gonna try to put the card back in it in case it was a bad connection. We'll power it back on. Well, it's showing 3,099 like it did when it was new, so. Well, there's 3 pictures with it. And it definitely shows like no images was on the card, so it definitely, I believe the memory got corrupt. Now, at this point, will it be better to put a brand new card in it or just format that one and it'll be okay? I don't know, but I'm gonna see if it will format at least. There it is, format memory. Yes, okay. Yeah, that used to come up in red and wouldn't allow you to take a picture or anything, or even zoom in or out. Seems to be working okay. I'm gonna put it back together. All right, it's all back together. Seems to be working okay. Well, that is a quick fix. I don't know if it's the right fix, but either way, the steps will be the same. If you have to replace or upgrade memory on yours, or the battery pack is actually not that hard to get to. I've actually never been inside of one of the Nikon Coolpix. I thought I'd share that and while going through it. And I always be aware of that capacitor, because it is charged up to 300 volts or better when it's fully charged. So hope you got a little something out of this teardown. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe, and thank you for watching.